I did make a boo-boo. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
And we're live. Order in the court! Please don't rise for me. I'm not very honorable. But it gives me great pleasure to finally be able to get you guys all in the same room and introduce you to the world. We have on the drums, Brooke Colucci from the other side of the river in the Hudson Valley from me, Dutchess County. On bass guitar, we got, I never asked that. See if I get this right. Ashley Suppa.
Suppa.
Suppa, like Zuppa, right?
Yes.
That's the Italian.
Zuppa de Pej.
Yep. Guitar, Bella Perron. Perron, right?
Yeah, Perron.
Perron. See, again, I can't stop with the Italian thing.
Oh, good, I'm used to it.
But that's French. And on vocals, everybody kind of from Pete Rock Alive already knows you. And Moriah Formica, vocals and guitar. Am I correct?
Correct.
And these four ladies have formed the new all rock and roll all girl band, Plush. We can finally say it.
Yes.
Do you have any idea how much torture this has been for the last 8 months that I have had to keep my mouth shut? I didn't know the name of the band. I didn't want to know too much, but just knowing this was finally happening, I'm like, I've been waiting for this for now, for what, 5 years? Yeah, first meeting you. But I know you guys only got 15 minutes, so I'm kind of trying to condense this quickly. First question would be, and I'm going to go in the order, I guess, of how everybody hopped on. How did you all meet? I know Brooke was first, am I correct? To join the band. Then I think, yeah, because you guys were working together, I think, last spring. And then I think Ashley came on, right? She was involved about the same time, correct?
Yes.
And another interesting story that I'll let Bella tell. And I remember when this happened, I think Moriah put out the tweet, Lizzie Hale put out the tweet that you were starting a band and you were in need of a guitarist.
Right.
And you basically, I guess, Bella answered the tweet. I forgot how you made the connection, but and that's how you guess you met Moriah. So we'll start with Brooke. Quick, tell us about yourself. Like I said, you're from Dutchess County.
Yeah,
Hudson Valley, Poughkeepsie area. Ashley's from same area, I think, just a little bit north on the other side of the river. Bella you're from Maine. So this has all been kind of a cool little collection. But we'll start with, like I said, we'll start with Brooke real quick. How did you guys, Moriah and Brooke, how did you guys hook up?
So we met because her dad had reached out to someone that my dad knows who works at like the Chance. And so my dad was like, oh, like, you know, Moriah Formica, you know, like you guys should like do something together, become a band. So we got together one time last December, and then we ended up going to NAMM and we hung out a lot there. And so that's how we really kind of grew our connection and we became friends.
Now, quickly, you've actually I featured you. I don't even know if you're aware of this on Keep Rock Alive, but did Moriah ever tell you about the account I have on Twitter, which is basically geared toward featuring new up and coming rock and roll acts, artists, musicians?
I don't really use Twitter that much, so I haven't seen
It's
it.
kind of for the old people. I know. I'm sorry. But we got to play all the music. Anyway, I've been stealing your TikTok videos without your knowledge for the last 8 months. So everybody on Keep Rock Alive knows who you are. And a lot of people already knew who you were. That's the thing. So that was cool. And a lot of people, again, don't know too much about you guys. You're only 17 years old.
Yeah, 17,
no,
18.
And not that age means anything, but when I hear you play, holy crap. Well,
Thank you.
the Tool cover, that was the one that blew my mind I guess it was like 3-4 weeks ago, I think you put it out.
What is it? The Grudge.
The Grudge. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I stole that too. It's on KRA. So if you ever go look, you're going to see yourself a lot. And like, how the heck did this all get here? Stolen.
So,
So Ashley, now how did you meet up with Moriah and Brooke?
So I've known Brooke for a while just because we used to go to the same music school just for like lessons and stuff. And through that, time passed, and then eventually Brooke introduced me to Moriah, and then we started jamming, and that was kind of that.
Now, what's funny is I've been kind of trying to get my mole, who I won't name who he is, to get some video of you. But I've heard you play and I've seen you play, but in small snippets. Question is, and we'll get to it later, is when we're going to see a little bit more, obviously, with the music, which we'll address after we, talk to all four of you first. But I've finally gotten where we're starting to get the your social media links around, because I don't think you originally even had. I couldn't find you originally. You only
I
had.
didn't have a Facebook.
No Facebook, which is, I got to say it this way: you guys are younger, and I deal with the older crowd mostly, and try to get kids to listen to new music. But Twitter works well for what we're doing. Facebook, but Facebook is kind of come and gone, and we'll bring this up too. TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, they're the places to go, obviously, because the numbers are ridiculous. But so you guys hooked up jamming. Now, was at the time, were you looking to form the band, or was this you were just you got together and then decided to form a band?
We kind of got together, and we were just kind of, it's always been like talk of bands, but it just kind of happened to be like this, which turned out really cool. I mean,
Because
Right. I feel like that was, it was a thought, definitely. And I think there was intention behind it, but it was, we kind of just started jamming together to see, in the beginning, it was more like, how do we gel? Does this feel good? Is it something, we think, has potential to be something. And I think just the first time that we all met up, it was just obvious, it was just clear that there was this sort of chemistry that was special.
and you need that.
it's funny,
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It should be it should come organically. Any
Right.
good band, and you only know when it happens. You
For sure.
sitting down and trying to put a band together. To me, it's always been, the best way to find something to stop looking for it.
Right.
Yeah, I really find that with everything too.
And that's
Mhm.
true. And again, Moriah may not have told you, but I've been helping, trying to, promoting her with her and her dad and the family, everybody, for the last few years. And that was just out of,
Yeah.
it's a whole other story.
Yeah. You've been there since the beginning.
Yeah. But I mean, when
Trooper.
you guys started I would get the little, little updates, and I would stay away from it and just see what happens. Let's see what happens. Just let her go, let them go, and you'll know. There's only once you sit down together and play, So
Right.
now that I've never even asked your father that question, like how did it really come to fruition? So now it's the three of you. Now, obviously, you could either gone as a trio, or do you want to have somebody that can take, some of the guitar, or whatever you decide you're going to do, or have another guitar in the band that let you puts you in front of the microphone and gives you some more freedom. And that's when I remember you put it out, and I asked your dad, I said, "Oh, are you looking for a guitarist?" He said, "Yeah." And I guess Lizzie picked up on that. Lizzie Hale, obviously of Hailstorm. And I remember she tweeted, and I'm like, "Cool, that's cool." And, you never know who you're going to get. And then bang, I didn't know how the connection was made, but then that's when Bella answered whatever the, I don't want to call it an ad, tweet, but made the connection. And next thing I heard was, check this young girl out. I should say young woman out. But, and I found the first video you put out, I actually, again, I don't tell you guys what I do. I stole it off of Facebook. I want to say it was it Nuno? Your first video you put out? I can't remember now.
I've been doing covers for a few years, but it's mostly all been on my Instagram. I didn't really use Twitter or Facebook much at all. But I remember like right when I joined the band, or there was talks of it, I had covered Always With Me, Always With You by Joe Satriani. And I think that was like one of the first ones that like Moriah like shared. And I think that's what you put on Twitter.
Well,
but then the Extreme cover came right after that too.
Yep. And what I was doing is naturally, when I'd get the names and find out what's going on, I start investigating that. And I go to YouTube and I want to hear everybody, obviously, but I stay in the background. And you put that when you first started your Facebook account, followed you, whatever. And I saw the video. I stole it. Didn't tell you. Finally, you joined Twitter, and that's when I put it on Keep Rock Alive, and it exploded. Because over there,
actually, Mariah's dad had reached out to me and sent me like a screenshot of your tweet, and he was like, I know you don't use Twitter, but like you might want to hop on right now because the video of you playing is kind of blowing up, so might want to go on there.
You only had 100 followers and like 7,000 views and
yeah,
boatload of likes. But that's from, and the reason I bring this up is because there's two types of fans. This is what I've learned right now. You got the classic rock fan, and then you got the younger fans who we need more of, but they're out there. But I've got mostly the older classic rock fans, and they're really tough to satisfy. And if they think that you're not the real deal, they will tell you.
Oh, yes.
They loved you immediately. And
yeah, and I was so
they loved Brooke immediately. I keep looking for videos. I got to get Ashley, but I think that's going to come with, all right, we'll skip to. Now, Moriah, everybody pretty much knows the connection I have with you on Keep Rock Alive. I stopped hiding it about a year ago. That obviously you are, and this is what I meant when I talked to you before we went live, and I said, this is a combination of almost 5 years of me helping and backing Moriah, that I saw something like this coming. Keep Rock Alive is a product of something that she had mentioned a few years ago about keeping rock alive. From what I'm seeing is you four also share the same passion as a group.
Mm-hmm.
That Bella, you're going to Berkeley College of Music to truly, you're learning on a different level that, I can't even comprehend as a guitarist because I'm a hack. Ashley, your dad, a lot of people will know. So you're born of rock and roll DNA already. And I never put the two names together because I knew who he was, but it never dawned on me. And then,
oh, you did?
Yeah, I finally saw it in your bio. I'm like, oh, I know that guy. But you can mention who he is. Go ahead, give Dad some.
Mike Suppa, that's my dad.
Who has played with?
He's played with Alice in Chains, Ace Frehley, Deep Purple. There's others that I'm forgetting, but you can check his website. I think it's MikeSuppa.com.
Yeah, those bands. Who's ever heard of them? Deep Purple.
Not a big deal.
No.
No big deal.
Alice in Chains. In my opinion, the best band of that era. Sorry, Nirvana.
I love Alice in
They were
Chains so
great.
much.
Yeah, they were heavy. I don't even think you could call them grunge. They were rock.
Yeah, for sure. I actually think it would be cool to do a Alice in Chains cover.
Oh, it would be sick.
that would be so cool.
Yeah.
Well, again,
But
I'm
we
gonna-
got to do it the right way.
right.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Well, not that it won't, but
I know what you mean.
It's such a specific thing. They're just so good that it's like you can't.
Their sound is so unique.
Yeah, you can't mess up Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
Your dad would be like, "Wow,
That's what
taught you guys better." No,
I always try to keep my keep myself from putting my foot in my mouth, but now I'm seeing the 4 different personalities, and you guys are going to bring a lot to the table as a group. That's the cool thing.
Thank you.
Now, Brooke, watching your videos, you're just everywhere. I mean, and some of your covers, and I mean, if you ever do get a chance, even if you don't join, well, no, you're on Twitter. You just
Yeah,
not
I
really active.
have it, but I just like rarely ever use it.
Yeah, I know, but I always tag you anyway, and I,
Thank you.
no matter whoever's manning it. But if you go read some of the comments, because on Twitter they do tell you what they think. It's not like the quick, wow, this, that you see like on TikTok or anything, but over there they'll go deep. They're just great, but that's cool. That's the old rock and roll fan that can't keep their mouth shut, and it's all been positive. Bella,
Right.
same thing. Your 15 seconds of Eddie Van Halen, that did better than the first video. And I think I even messaged you. I said, "Where's the rest?"
Yeah,
You never got around.
I was hoping to record the rest, but I think it was like overlapping with final midterms week at school. But hopefully soon I'll put out a full Van Halen cover.
Yep. But now we'll try to make this quick. Now you guys get together. You're together. The next step is recording music. You hook up with Surface Management and Pavement Entertainment. Barbara and Mark, who I have to thank right now, because Barbara put this together, and believe me, this is, for me personally, having you guys together live for everyone to see, and me being able to bring you, introduce you, is really freaking cool. And now I feel like I can die in peace. So I'm just sit back and watch you guys, do your thing. But so now you, like I said, you're with Pavement, you're with Surface Management. Barbara, I've emailed a few times, and starting to chit chat. Mark set that up, so that made this happen. So I'm thankful to them. But now you're a band, and you recorded some music, correct? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you went to Nashville and you recorded with Johnny K.
Yes.
Mike.
Yeah.
Now, this guy, if anybody doesn't know who he is, and I'll let any one of you explain who he is, he's basically an everything guy, producer, engineer, music, you name it. And he's recorded with, name some of the people that, he's a rock guy.
Oh yeah.
Genuine rock guy.
Yeah, Johnny's awesome, and he's so amazing to work with, and I don't know, his vision just really, I mean, our visions just lined up, and that's always a dream, I think, with artists and producers, is it's always a dream come true whenever your visions line up, because there's nothing worse, I feel like, than having one vision and then going in and it's completely different and you're like, wow, I'm not happy with this, and so Johnny's awesome. He's a Grammy nominated producer. He's produced Disturbed, Three Doors Down. He's worked with Hailstorm, all sorts of people, so just to name a few. So we were super excited to work with him.
Now again, I think I know the answers, but I again, correct me if I'm, you recorded, is it 3 songs together?
Yes.
Great. Now the first one comes out next week, February 6th. Am I correct?
February 9th.
9th. I got it upside down. I went.
We've all been there, I'm sure.
Thank you, Bella. I just brain locked right there too. But February 9th, Hate comes out. There's been a short teaser video put out, so I'm sure a full-length video. When do we get to find out? Is this going to be a one at a time thing? Do we get any hints on what's coming after Hate? Is there an EP on the way, or are we just going to release a few singles?
I think for now, I think that we kind of want to feel the energy and see the response from Hate, and then kind of go from there. And also there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on right now. But I think the eventual goal is to do an EP. You know, that's definitely in the future. And yeah, for now, I think it's just going to be the singles and stuff like that. We don't have any dates for the next singles or anything, but you guys can definitely expect more from us. We're not just going to release hate and then be like, all right, guys, hope you liked that song.
Good night.
That's the last one. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, you know what? It brings up 2021. There's still a lot of question marks, obviously, with that
Yeah.
giant gorilla in the room being this virus.
Yeah.
I'm sure right now booking is still, God knows. I'm sure, but the interest is there. I would imagine it's just nobody can really nail down specifics, at least in North America.
Right.
You guys plan on doing it? Does any kind of live stream things or stuff like that? I know you're gonna, over the next few weeks, you guys launching, you're gonna have tons of interviews, and whether it's live streams, podcasts, whatever, you're gonna have them all, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But once the music is out, are you looking at it? I mean, I know you're working together, practicing together, writing together, all of the above, and planning for the future. But do you plan on trying to do a live stream kind of thing that, like you're seeing everybody do, even put out a Patreon, like I call it putting out the hat or the picture, and let people, let them throw in some money if they can, great. And also get to hear you, live together in this temporary thing going on until we can see everyone back on stage again. Has that been talked about?
There's been some talk about it, like thrown around and everything, but we don't have anything set in stone just yet.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
I
think it's definitely something that,
people always ask, and that's why just want
right.
to get the basics right now. Next, so again, I'm trying to hurry this up for you guys. Influences. I'm going to go around the horn backwards this time. We'll start with Moriah because most people have heard it, but we're going to do it anyway. Biggest influences in your music and what got you to this point now, has any of that changed? But again, who are your biggest influences in your music?
My biggest influences from the time I was, my first love musically, I'm sure a lot of people on here know, was Aerosmith. That, that's what Joe Perry's guitar playing is what made me, want to pick up a guitar. And when I did pick up a guitar, all my standards were to Joe Perry. Like, I just wanted to play like him. I wanted to learn all the songs. So Aerosmith really kind of helped me push along my love for music. But, a little bit after Aerosmith, around like 11 or 12, I really, really started to fall in love with Evanescence. Amy Lee is my main vocal inspiration. She started it all for me, vocally. And then, Hailstorm was a huge influence. Korn is a huge influence. And Daughtry and Lady Gaga. Those are my biggest influences. So yeah, honestly, those are it right there.
Ashley, you're next.
I feel like that is the most loaded question.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, that's right. Because you grew up with it. Well, you grew up with it.
I grew up on a lot of Alice in Chains, obviously, and Tears for Fears. So Tears for Fears is probably one of my biggest. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Thundercat. He's an incredible bassist. Like, his music is just insane. He's really good. And I love Amy Winehouse and Lady Gaga. So
Amy Winehouse.
And Radiohead.
Yeah, you forgot. That's right.
I wouldn't say Amy Winehouse is an influence for me, but she is one of my favorite artists and has been for a while. I think she's amazing. I love her and I love her music. That's a good.
Yeah. Bella, your influences.
Kind of all over the place. Like, I grew up a lot on classic rock. Like, my big ones were like Kiss, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin. Then I started kind of getting into heavier stuff, like of course, like Ozzy, Sabbath. Randy Rhoads is like my guitar god. And then too, I'm also super inspired by like the instrumental stuff, like Satriani, Vi, Jason Becker. Yeah. Oh, and Jeff Beck too is a huge one. I just love how It just sounds like so like raw 70s. I love that vibe.
And I just put out your video the other day of didn't you do a Randy was it a
I
Randy?
did. Yeah, I did the solo to Over the Mountain the other day.
That was 2 days ago, right? 3 days
Yeah,
ago.
I think so.
I can't remember what happened this morning anymore. My God.
Oh, I feel that.
Oh, because yeah. What? Only 20 years old.
Mike, you'd be surprised. I could I forget everything now.
And you live on Starbucks. You have more caffeine in you. It's
Oh yeah, I
right in
don't know
front
what
of
you're
you.
drinking, but
Unbelievable.
it looks good.
Does she ever not have it in her hand?
Can I have a
It's a
sip?
honey cold brew.
Hold on, I'm gonna write that down.
You know, Duncan has a new one.
Don't say Dunkin' Donuts.
Girl. No, I'm just kidding. What's funny, I was at Starbucks the other day, and every day I go there, there's a new Dunkin' cup in the same spot.
At
the-
Starbucks?
What?
Somebody just gets Dunkin' Donuts and walks to Starbucks or something and just leaves it on the ledge. It's
That would be me, just
Funniest
busting
thing.
chops if I was up there, but no, it's not. But I love that. Whoever that is, I like them.
I think it's
Now, Brooke, I'm not gonna say it, but watching you play and listening to you play, I think I know what I'm talking about, but I usually don't anyway. Your influences, I can smell them. So what are they? Let's see if I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'll tell you I was way off.
Okay, so obviously Danny Carey from Tool,
Mhm.
one of my biggest influences. Shannon Larkin from Godsmack. He is actually one of the reasons why I'm playing drums. So he's a big influence for me. Morgan Rose from Seven Dust. John Bonham, always a big influence. And who else? Neil Peart as well. And Billy Cobham as well.
And he's into something, not that I got them all, but the funny thing is I can hear all of them in you, in your playing. It's really, no, mind blowing.
Wow.
But when did you, well, let's start just real quick because I got to let you, again, the 15 minutes was over now. But about how old were you when you got into rock and roll? You discovered that this is what you loved.
My dad, obviously he was always playing rock music growing up, so, but I really fell in love with it, I would say when I was 6, because that was when I started playing.
Bella, quick.
Kind of similar situation. There's always music playing in my house. My dad plays guitar in a bunch of bands and has a music store, so I was always around it. But I started playing at 5, and I think that's when I really got sucked into it and realized it's what I want to do.
Most of your lives, same thing, I guess. Ashley has to be young.
I probably learned how to strum a guitar when I was around 5, but I never started playing until around middle school. But always music playing all the time, never silent.
So it's been in you.
It's been all my life.
And Moriah, we pretty much just told your story a few minutes ago, but I know when you got the first. I know when you got the guitar from Target.
yes, that was around 5 as well, 5 or 6. Yeah, $20, guitar from Target.
Built in.
I still have it. The whole thing is about maybe 2 feet long. It's tiny.
It's in the Aerosmith shrine, aka her bedroom. Or did you move it? It's still there?
I moved it because you want to know what, Mike? I redid my room.
I heard.
Yep.
And I was
I know
his
I have a
chops.
9-year-old's room. I have an adult room.
Do we get a room tour?
Yeah, seriously.
Do it live. Oh,
You
wait,
guys are fine.
because your dad
Put
painted
it
it,
on.
right?
Do you guys actually want me to do it?
Do it. Let's do it. Let's
All
see
right, I'll
the
do it, but
Moriah
you're-
Museum.
I really like that shade of purple.
My bed is not made. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Hi, Paris.
Welcome to MTV Cribs.
I was
Hey,
waiting for that.
Moriah, Formica, lead singer from Plush. And I'm here to show you my crib. Okay, no, I'm just kidding.
Cool.
Okay, so the walls are purple, obviously.
What shade of purple?
It's you know what it's called? It's called French violet.
Coral blue number 45.
And I have a nice Lady Gaga banner here.
I love that.
My biggest enemy is me, Papa 911. It's from the Chromatica album. Have a dresser right here with some LED candles. Hold on, let me turn them on for you guys. Oh, y'all ain't ready for these candles. Just wait. All right, ready?
Please tell me you don't have any Lady Gaga Oreo cookies, do you?
Oh, yes, we bought 3 packs.
Oh, were they on sale? 3 for
No,
$5?
we had to go to like a remote. Gabe came back one day and he's like, Moriah, what I found. This is, all right. I actually had a picture. I got to send it to you. I put the Oreos right here in between the candles with the thing. It looked like a Gaga shrine. It was hilarious.
God.
So this is Duchess's cage. This is my lizard's cage, my little Tegu. There he is right there. Okay. Here's some more LED candles. And then I have these candles behind my bed, little Cobra guys.
Ooh.
Those are
My
Oh,
little,
how
those are my
medieval
little
looking.
bedtime buddies.
Wait a
Those are my
minute.
bedtime buddies. And then
I'm
I just
scared.
have black curtains. So guys, yeah, that's my room. I would show you my bed right now, but it's kind of disgusting. So I'm not gonna be participating in that today.
Skip it.
But that's
Thanks.
my new room, guys.
I don't want to have to explain this to the management company when we log out and I get the email. Could you take out Moriah's bed, please? and give her some quarters. Have her go do some laundry.
Tomorrow's laundry day, so
All right. Well, I got to leave the rest for everybody else. What I will do is we'll do that end of. I think we did you already. That's right. I talked to you already once on this is Rock thing at Keep Rock Alive, subsidiary of. But we'll ask the girls real quick. Brooke first. Dream collaboration. Who would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question. Dream collaboration.
that's
Oh,
hard.
That's
Wow.
that's really hard.
I forgot what you said the last time anyway. But anyway,
I forgot too.
I'm going to ask you and see if it changed. Because I can go watch the video.
Yeah, that's hard for me. I don't. Oh,
Yeah, you got to narrow it down to 1. We can let you do up to 3.
Could it be dead or alive?
It doesn't matter. Don't matter.
Way harder.
Sorry.
Well, you know what? Let's ask all
Trying to make
3.
it easier, but
Let's do all 4 at the same time, and whoever answers first, answers first.
Okay.
You don't win anything.
Oh, darn.
for me, I know for me it would definitely be Lady Gaga and Korn. Those are my.
Ooh, those are
two.
polar
Those are my-
You said
opposites.
corn last time. I know you said Lady
I
Gaga.
know I'm a very
Gaga and then Korn.
weird person, but I just
If
like
you
two
ask her
sides of
tomorrow,
the-
it'll be different. Come on, that's 1 down.
oh,
I think
For me,
mine
I'd have to say
would be-
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
Oh, that's
Yeah. I love Bruno Mars.
Well, I saw the video that you and Ashley did. I'm sorry, you and Brooke did a couple of days. Who was that? I
Maybe
almost stole. Okay.
Oh yeah, that was so cool.
thank you.
Brooke and Bella, the 2 bees, the killer bees. Gotta start coming up. Yeah, we got to start coming up with
Oh my
nicknames.
gosh, the BBs.
Okay. Mine would be Aerosmith and probably also Nuno Betancourt, just because his playing's insane.
You killed that.
Thank you.
That's a great one.
Thanks.
Aerosmith for me goes without saying.
I know.
Oh my
Still
god.
waiting, Brooke. It's always the drummer. They're late to practice. Trying to tune your guitar and then.
Oh my god, dream collaboration. I'm really drawing a blank. Oh my god. I don't even know.
We're gonna have to do a part 2 then. We'll do an amendment. She messaged me later. Here it is.
I can already see the post. Hey, good news, guys. We got an answer from Brooke. No.
Finally, after like 5 hours of her thinking.
I deeply meditated upon this.
And at the same time, when Moriah changed her answer again,
Did I change my answer? Wait, wasn't that my answer the first time?
you said Lady Gaga. I can't remember. I don't remember you saying corn though. Maybe you did. I'll check it later. I'm gonna put it when I do the when I put out the links later. In case you missed it, I'll say, well, no, she was right or she was wrong. Should we hold Brooke to this or give her another question?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm curious. I want to hear.
Me too.
I know it's a really hard question.
It is a really hard question. I guess dream collaboration, I'm gonna go with Godsmack.
I knew you were going to
She's
say
so
that.
There's
cool.
so many, but if I just for one, just to throw it out there, yeah, Godsmack.
Perfect. But again, I got to let you guys go. It was only supposed to be 15 minutes. That was what, 40 minutes ago. But here's what I see. And again, I'm going to give you my thoughts before I tell you guys to, give out all your social media contacts and all that. But did you see the picture I put out yesterday? Moriah, years ago, I saw her standing at Woodstock. I get these I shouldn't say crazy visions, but when I hear and I see people, I can picture them where their roots are. And your roots, I see, go all the way back to the 70s. And when Pavement put out, or Surface, I guess they're both the same thing, Pavement and Surface.
Yeah.
Okay. Started putting out the photo shoots. I immediately saw the 70s. And the best one, I think, was yesterday that I put, you're standing in front of CBGB. Did you see that picture?
I saw that.
Just perfect. Your dad, Ashley, and
I showed it to my dad, and he was like,
Love
"That's so cool."
I knew he'd get it. Brooke, your dad probably too. Moriah, no. He said, "Where's Poison? Where's Poison? Your best metal band ever." What?
You hate on Poison though, like they have good stuff.
What happened?
Huh?
Huh?
What was that?
Huh?
Wait, what did you say?
No, I said if we showed that picture to your dad, he wouldn't get it.
Oh, yeah,
CBGB?
no, he wouldn't.
No, standing with Poison, he'd get.
Oh, for sure.
And Bella, do you CBGB from back in the day? It was the punk that
Yeah.
down in the city. Well, what I saw is that was the launch. The history of that place is the launching point for Patti Smith, Blondie, Pat Benatar was there, too, Joan Jett, all those bands. It wasn't just punk. I mean,
Right.
everybody played there through the city, and it launched the legends. But that's where it blew open the doors for women in rock and roll. And this week is that's what I've been featuring. I was hoping to grab as much from you, all for you, to post, because I'm like on day 7 or 8 now of Women Who Rock. And this is it. Now I got you guys the cherry on the Sunday. I can stop now. It led right up to this. But tell everybody we'll start. I don't know if you can see it the same way, but we'll go Brooke, Bella, Ashley, Mo again. All your social media, run them off for people to follow you guys.
Okay, so on Instagram and TikTok, I'm at rockangel_, and on YouTube and Facebook, it's just Brooke C.
Bella?
On Instagram, it's at like Bella period Perron. And then Facebook is Bella Perron. Twitter, I believe, is Bella P Guitar.
Not Twitter. Yeah,
Yeah,
Bella Pizza Guitar on Twitter. Yeah, and Bella
yeah,
on music
Oh, a
on.
pizza guitar.
yes.
That's what I thought he said.
Did I say? Did I say Bella P Guitar?
No, no, you did. I just thought you. It sounded like you said it real fast, so it sounded like you said Bella Pizza. It was just me being a child.
There's a La Bella pizzeria up here, but
Good.
Ashley, your turn.
On Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, I'm Ashley Suppa, and I've yet to join Twitter, but I might just do it after this.
Yeah, you know what? If there's one thing I gotta ask you is just so I can tag you and everything, I hashtag you, which is you're never gonna get it that way. But as things come out and as if there's anything that we do specific, like what I do after these is I chop them up. And if there's something that you say in particular, whatever, or, you know, your introduction, then I can tag you and you can do whatever you want with it. And I'll send this also to Barb. She'll have a full copy of it to do whatever, you know, you guys want. Moriah, I've put your tags out 1,000 times, but go ahead and repeat them anyway for anybody who wants to hear them.
Yeah. So on all platforms: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm trying to think. Yeah, all those. It's just at Moriah Formica. And for the band, it's at Plush Rocks for Instagram and Twitter.
That's how we'll end it.
I believe.
I'll obviously run it through your fan club, everywhere else, Twitter, I got TikTok now. I've even got Instagram. So I'm catching up. And I truly believe, and I've said this, I started this last spring, I brought it up, that TikTok is the way to go now, believe it or not, at least in my opinion.
It really is.
For you guys, you know, what you're putting out, that's where the kids are, and that's what you need. And that's what I hope that you four girls, ladies, young women, can do is resonate with the 12 to 25-year-old, because that's the trick. You win them. I don't know what to tell you. You know what to do. Get it done. Clutch. And we're going to be behind you 1,000% like we always are. And I mean, it's you guys.
Thank you.
I heard what little, you know, I've heard already. Sound awesome. Look awesome.
Thanks so much, Mike.
Go kick their ass. That's what I'm telling you. Kick ass. And that's the way I guess we'll leave it, because I know you're going to have a lot more of this over the next few weeks. So good luck. And thank you for, you know, all four of you getting together, and, you know, the guys at Service, Barbara, Mark, Pavement Management, or Pavement Entertainment, Service Management. This was cool. Awesome. Love it.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much
so-
for having
Yes.
me. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You'll
was a
be
pleasure
hearing from me.
speaking with you.
I'll be bothering you guys when there's videos I want to steal. So whatever you put out. All right, ladies, be
All
good.
right.
Get on the next one.
Cool. Thank you.
Take care.
Rock
Stay
on.
safe.
All right.